right, good morning. Welcome back for day 2 of our series on the Sermon of the Mount. This is going to be a multiple weeks series, so I hope that you hang in there with me for all these because this is really good. This is some of the best scripture that we have in our Bible, I think. Or, well, it's all good, but you know what I mean. It's one of my favorite parts. We're going to go down to Matthew chapter 5, verse 13, and we're going to read along here. And today's topic is going to be salt and light. Salt and light, okay? So here's what Jesus said to the multitudes. He says, "You are the salt of the earth, but if salt loses its flavor, how shall it be seasoned? It is then good for nothing but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot by men. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." Now, I want you to see this. He calls us salt and light. Put it up there, Polly. Salt and light. And he makes a comparison. Salt is good for seasoning, right? It's good for cooking. It's good for preserving meat back before they had refrigeration. And if salt lost its saltiness, right? If it lost its chemical abilities, then it's not good for either of those things. If salt doesn't taste like salt, you can't season your food with it. It can't preserve the meat. And he makes a comparison here. He says, it's not good for anything but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot by men. Do you know what that means? Like, there were multiple types of salt used in the ancient world, and some of it was thrown on the roads, right? It would absorb weeds and all that kind of stuff. It was used in that way. It wasn't used for food, just in the same way we have different types of salts today. The second thing so basically, if you're supposed to be salt and you're not salt, you're good for nothing. So if you're supposed to be a follower of Christ and you're not a follower of Christ, or you have no fruit to show for it, it's good for nothing. Then he says, you're the light of the world. A city that's on a hill cannot be hidden. People shouldn't put their light under a basket, right? They don't put it under a bushel basket and hide the light. No, you put a light out in the house so it gives light to everything. It lights up the room. You don't put a pillowcase over the light unless it's super bright, you know. And I would pray, Lord, let me shine so bright. People need to try to dim me for once instead of you having to come alongside and kick me in the tail and get me going again. But he says, you're the light of the world. And then he says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Wow. He says, let your light so shine before men that they see your good works and they glorify your Father in heaven. Not just hear your words, but they see your good works. Do you get it? So Jesus wants us to show our good works everywhere we go. And that's how people are going to know. That's the fruit, you see. That's the evidence. And he says, they'll see your good works and not give you glory, but glorify your Father in heaven. That's all we have for today. Be salt and light. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll see you for day 3 tomorrow on the Sermon on the Mount. Thank you so much. God bless.